They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Flush to his right, and he's going to keep it here. Oh, he's got a little daylight. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
That throw into the arms of Allen. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it. Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal. They'll throw this out wide and complete it to Ridley. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. He's looking for Ridley again, but now it's 3rd and goal.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal, eluding the pressure right. Toward the pylon, caught. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his first touchdown on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Niners 7, Eagles nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return, Phillips. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off here, the 32. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Niners take over 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They go play action here on 1st down. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7. And the 49ers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
At the 3-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. Second and goal from the 1. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Try to run this one in. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
11 at the 24-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson, and he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller.
Is a turnover on downs.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. He'll drop to throw. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Looking deep downfield. Touchdown, 49ers.
That was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
And it is now 21-0.
Is good. Makes the score Niners 21, Eagles nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They go play action now. Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack, but he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
At their own 36-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
3rd and 4.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. It's a gain of 34.
34 yards. 1st down, Eagles.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And his pass incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Take over 1st and
2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
the tackle.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On play action, they'll throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley. That'll bring up second down.
By Jair Alexander.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And he's going to have a first down here. They're also in a field goal range now at the 27-yard line.
So first thing that crosses my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. Here's Jackson. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So on now the field goal team for Philadelphia. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now they try the right side here. Try to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
Brings up 3rd down.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Fourth down, here's Jackson. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
And now a hook up downfield on 2nd down. Touchdown, 49ers. Calvin Ridley with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Good. Makes the score Niners 28, Eagles 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, Phillips. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 38. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football. Now 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction. Tough.
Yeah, it is. And this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. In today's football, usually we got a backup who's warmed up and has come into the game. So you can see an old school approach here that's not really benefiting them at this point.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. He's going to go up top again. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 33. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Calvin Ridley, 31 yards. the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
Makes the score.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return, Phillips. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak. So
definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
And 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Hey, Red. 58 is the mic. It's out.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let it go again. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. Check, 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 check. Green jack. Zoom left. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Blue down.
They'll try and throw for it here. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team, because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers. season. And this offense is running away with this one. Well called, well blocked, and he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Eagles 3.
But I can't go. No, I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, Phillips. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And his throw here's incomplete. And the great veteran Eric Berry back to knock that one away.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And he will find his man on the outside.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jackson will throw again. And now here is another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
The kicker on.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The one who brought him
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Steps away. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
They go play action with Jackson. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw again, Jackson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 40.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
And he will find his man on the end route. Complete.
To number 87.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
2-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And they'll get this down to the 10. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. From 10 yards out as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
But I can't go. No, I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need it.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his left. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw is Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And now it's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. And this is 3rd down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
It's
This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. From the gun, Jackson, flush to his right. Incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is...
And now here is another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, guys, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
33 yards that time. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long. And I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them. And now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
He'll buy some time right. Airing it out, looking for, and that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 28 yards on that one. And it'll move the chains. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of